So here's how it starts. At the very end of 2025, the internet is scrolling, business as usual, when a clip suddenly detonates across every timeline. It's not a music video drop, not a drama teaser. It's Cha Eun-woo, or rather Private First Class Lee Dong-min, standing stiffly in his army uniform giving a basic training graduation interview from months prior. And the reaction isn't just, "Aw, he looks good." It's a seismic collective pause. The video, devoid of any glamour, any production, spreads like wildfire precisely because of its stark normalcy. His voice, that famously soft, eddy tone, feels like a relic from a different world in the middle of the chaotic online sphere. Fans, especially Aroha, are instantly emotional. Comments flood in. "I could listen to him all day. This is healing ASMR." But beneath this overwhelming wave of positivity, a quieter, more complex story begins to unfold. Because in the hyper-scrutinized world of K-pop, where every breath a celebrity takes is analyzed, a moment of pure, viral admiration is never just that. Almost immediately, the whispers start. The first question that pops up in forum threads and comment sections is a pointed one. Why is this interview from September suddenly resurfacing and being pushed everywhere in late December? Who benefits from this? Rumors begin to swirl that this wasn't an organic fan-led moment at all, but a carefully orchestrated piece of PR from his agency, Fantagio, designed to keep Cha Eun-woo's commercial value sky high during his mandatory military hiatus. Netizens speculated that with the idol actor serving until January 2027, there's a genuine fear of the out-of-sight, out-of-mind principle, and this surprise viral clip was a strategic strike against that. Industry insiders on platforms like Blind added fuel to the fire, suggesting that maintaining public presence during service is a high-stakes, often expensive game for agencies managing top-tier stars. The controversy wasn't about Cha Eun-woo himself in the clip, but about the machinery working overtime behind him. Was this sincere fan love, or were audiences being emotionally manipulated by a savvy marketing campaign? Then, the narrative deepened and took a slightly more contentious turn. As the interview clip was dissected, some online communities, particularly those known for being critical of idol privileges, started to push back against the glowing narrative. They zeroed in on the context. Cha Eun-woo was serving in the army band. For the uninitiated, serving in the military band or as an entertainment soldier is often viewed with a side eye by the Korean public, seen as a less strenuous, more privileged post compared to active infantry duty. This is a perennial hot-button issue in South Korea. So, while fans were melting over his premium ASMR voice, a parallel conversation erupted on sites like Nate Pan and The Coup. Comments pointed out the irony. Here was a clip meant to showcase his humble service, but the very fact of his placement was a reminder of the perceived inequality in the military system. Critics argued that the viral moment was tone-deaf, accidentally highlighting a special treatment that many ordinary citizens resent. This wasn't a scandal about Cha Eun-woo breaking rules. He was assigned there through official channels, but it tapped into the ongoing volatile controversy about celebrity military service itself. The clip became a Rorschach test. Fans saw a dedicated young man serving his country with grace. Critics saw a system that coddles celebrities, and a fandom complicit in celebrating it. But the plot, as it always does, thickened further. Soon after the interview went mega viral, another story surfaced from Korean online forums, this one allegedly from a fellow conscript who served with him. They shared an anecdote. After a meal, Cha Eun-woo was called over by an instructor, and his response was so politely witty that it lightened the mood and made everyone laugh. Fans seized on this as evidence of his innate kindness and emotional intelligence. However, in the suspicious climate now surrounding his service, this story was met with a new wave of skepticism. Was this just another planted positive story to bolster his image, or was it a genuine leak? The line between organic fan culture and manufactured content became dangerously blurred. Furthermore, the anecdote itself was dissected. Some wondered if this charming interaction demonstrated a level of comfort and lack of standard military pressure that other soldiers wouldn't experience. The controversy was no longer about just a video. It was about the entire ecosystem of information and disinformation surrounding a serving soldier. The timeline of his service itself then became a point of intense scrutiny and comparison. Every subsequent appearance, whether it was a photo from his graduation where he was named a company commander trainee, a sighting at an event, or the now famous brief interaction with BTS's Jungkook, was framed within this new contentious context. Each positive moment was met with dual reactions: ecstatic fandom celebration and cynical online analysis. When the interaction with Jungkook blew up, it wasn't just about two megastars meeting. Forums lit up with debates about the sheer amount of attention two soldiers in uniform were generating. Was it harmless fan joy, or was it turning military service into another form of celebrity content? The Korean media's role role in this was heavily criticized. Outlets were quick to publish articles about every minor Cha Eun-woo military sighting, driving clicks and engagement, but also feeding a cycle that many felt trivialized the solemn nature of national duty. The industry's hunger for content and the media's complicity in providing it created a situation where Cha Eun-woo's every move, despite his best efforts to serve quietly, was commodified and contested. So where does this leave us? The viral military interview of late 2025, which started as a moment of pure fan appreciation, spiraled into a microcosm of every major controversy in contemporary K-pop. The opacity of agency PR, the fraught issue of equitable military service, the toxic side of fan culture and anti-culture, and the media's relentless chase for traffic. The real shock wasn't a scandal in the traditional sense. No laws were broken, no relationships exposed. The shock was seeing how a simple 30-second clip of a man speaking calmly could expose all the fault lines in the industry. It proved that for a star of Cha Eun-woo's magnitude, there is no such thing as a neutral moment, even in army fatigues. Every instance is a battleground for public opinion. His image became a proxy for larger societal debates about privilege, fairness, and the price of fame. The ultimate analysis is this: the controversy mattered because it showed that in the digital age, an idol's service isn't just a personal hiatus. It's a prolonged, high-stakes PR campaign where the narrative is fought over in real time by fans, critics, agencies, and media. Cha Eun-woo, the individual soldier, likely just wanted to complete his duty. But Cha Eun-woo, the phenomenon, was trapped in a system where even his silence would have been deafeningly analyzed. As we await his return in 2027, the lingering question isn't just what will he do next, but how will the industry and the public navigate the next inevitable viral moment from the barracks? The story of that one quiet interview reveals that sometimes the loudest controversies aren't about what's said, but about why we're all listening and who exactly is directing our ears.